As we studied the site, we noticed multiple boundaries surrounding the site. On the east side of Site 2, there are two macro open spaces, Tower Housing and the City University of New York Research Center. Both of the spaces are fenced off and are made mainly accessible for specific people and becomes a huge boundary for the public. On the west side of Site 2 at Broadway, there is a subway viaduct in the middle of the road, which under the viaduct becomes a parking lot. For pedestrian, it is a place to cross, a place where they wait for the bus. So this vehicle-dominated street is also a linear boundary for people that becomes a large-scale fence. To investigate different boundaries, we studied the physical boundaries set by fences and bare solid facade of tall or object-like buildings in the neighborhood. Then we looked into potential connection points that the pedestrian could experience at the ground level. We also looked into potential viewing spots to create connection at the elevated level, such as connection to Hudson River, glimpse to St. Nicholas Park, and Lower Manhattan skyline. We also noted how Site 2 sits on where object and fabric buildings meet. We are bridging the two types by proposing a contextualized object that builds relationship with its surrounding context. The contextualized object we are proposing is a result of two massing schemes we studied. Setting the L-shaped scheme as a base that has a sloped courtyard that becomes a diagonal connection between the viaduct and the tower residence, and adapting the porous scheme to be able to increase FAR as well as to create a series of open spaces in different dimensions to provide view connection in multiple ways. To bridge the boundaries, we contextualized our massing. The mid-height created by the slope or open spaces would consider the height of the block on the north side, and the taller heights would make relationship with the height of the residential towers in the south and the east side. The different openings of the massing also provides pedestrian connection at the ground level and visual connection at upper level. These connections also go through the tower residence and serve as a medium for connecting Site 1 and Site 3. We propose a Community Performing Arts Learning Center as our Plus community program. It serves as an extension of the two anchor programs, Multifunctional Event Space and Columbia University Studio Theater. Considering many restrictions and limitations that the residents of Manhattanville houses experience, the Plus program aims to provide a safe space for celebration of culture and to enhance the lives of the youth and kids in the neighborhood by implementing creative learning environment in the area. The elevated public plaza created between two L's provide open, safe space for community to engage, people watch, and perform culture through arts and music. We created an art boulevard in the east side of the site where people can hang out and children can paint, draw, and play. One of the social stairs connects with the art boulevard and provide a place where people can sit and to have some rest to perform, and also leads to the elevated Central Plaza to make connection to the Broadway street. The Art Boulevard and the Central Plaza also served as a node between Site 1 and Site 2, provide a pedestrian connection between the three sites.
Here we show the several diagrams that demonstrate our building. We propose a circulation that is continuous to allow for residents to circulate through different communities within the building. The structure grid mainly focuses the 30 by 30 for the double-loaded bars and 20 by 30 for the single-loaded bars. The two single-loaded bars collecting the two L's supported with the 4-story high trusses that host the shared program or mechanical functions. We have a public green space at the elevated plaza at the second level and private shared green space at the void space and rooftop for the residents. All of the public programs happens at the first three levels, and above the third levels is where housing programs are located. Our program is distributed to have 50% of the program for the anchor program, 20% for the public program, and 65% for the housing program. The anchor programs and public programs is situated in relationship to its context, like the New York City Housing Department office space is located on the south corner close to the tower housing. The Columbia University Theater Studio program is located at the southwest corner closer to the other Columbia buildings. The multifunctional event space is situated at the heart of the other public programs to accessible and used for multiple groups and communities. The proposed public program, Community Learning Center, is located closer to the tower housing as it serves the existing community. The retail programs are located at the street level to serve the street. Here we see the plan of the second level that is easily accessible for the public to enjoy. The housing program consists of Columbia student housing and social housing. Around 70% of the units will be dedicated social housing and 30% would serve as student housing. The east side double-loaded bar is for student housing and the rest of the units are all social housing. And we also try to keep a void open space on each floor so that people can have a community social space, and also this space serves as a green roof garden to create a healthy and lively community. For social housing, we have 1-bedroom unit, 2-bedroom unit, and 3-bedroom unit with spacious living room and big kitchen. For student housing, we have 2-bedrooms units and 3-bedroom units with the smaller living room and have a personal bathroom for each bedroom, and each unit has a balcony. Those balconies arranged in a rhythmic way to create the facade.